Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to be going through a different sort of method in hopes that it will keep me on track when it comes to my spending, when it comes to managing my money better. So we're going to go through this together. But if you're new here, hi and welcome. My name is Gracia. I'm a single mom on a low income. I'm also on a debt-free journey, and I share my progress and process here on YouTube. Before we get further into the meat of this video, I would truly appreciate it if you take 30 seconds to go and hit that thumbs up button at the bottom of the screen. I will truly appreciate it. And if you feel like I'm the kind of person that you'll want to keep up with, do subscribe. It's absolutely free. So what I've decided to do, guys, I decided to utilize the calendar part of my planner. I did get some stickers with the planner, and I did end up ordering some extra ones on Amazon to sort of see how I could lay this out and keep myself on track and accountable for the month of May. So I would go about doing May's monthly budget, but that would be filmed in a separate video, and that would possibly be filmed at the end of April or anytime after the 4th of May. Okay, so that's when you're going to have to look out for that video, because I need to make sure that I get my numbers right. I'm already over my budget according to my budgeting app, so I'm trying not to go over it anymore, and I'm over it by the hundreds, like 300 over budget, because May is just an expensive month. It's a 5-week month, and it's an expensive month, and I'm trying to do a lot of things within this time frame. So I'm going to fill in the first 2 weeks. So I'm going to be filling in this week here and this week here. I get paid on the 25th, but I know it says I'll go grocery shopping on these 2 dates. I've got a method that I use to do this, and then I reimburse the money. So I'll either go shopping on the Sunday, which is tomorrow, or Monday. Either or. Just depends on how I feel. And then I've got my rent. That's going to be due on Tuesday, which is payday. So I've got to pay on Tuesday so that it clears in time for this week. So I'm paying it here for these 2 weeks here, because the 1st is a bank holiday and so is the 8th. So I want to get it paid ahead of time. I'll only be paying 2 weeks rent until we get onto this week, where we've got another payday. And then, as you can see, I've got a rent due sticker. I've got my savings sticker, another grocery, school fees. And what I've done, I've just dropped stickers on different parts of the calendar just to kind of keep me accountable and do this budget this way. So I'm a monthly budgeter, but the calendar system right now is going to help me to do it bi-weekly and help me to keep on track. Because I think because I've got all that money, I don't get it all at once, but then I do leave money in my normal account. And instead of me using that money for its intended purpose, I would go and buy things, eat out, you know. When I say buy things, let me correct myself. I would go and eat out and just do ludicrous stuff, and then I'm sort of in a pit. And I don't want that to happen. I'm trying to improve my finances going forward and just get better with things. And I want to just throw this out there as well. My debt has gone up. It's gone up by a tremendous amount, probably about 1,500 or so it's gone up by. I'm letting you guys know. So when you see the debt update video, there'll be an additional 1,500 added to that. And then we've just come all the way down until the 27th. And then when we go on to June's budget, then we'll have the rest of the month. I'm going to try to do this consistently for the next 3 to 6 months and see if I would see any improvements there. I really wish this space was a bit bigger, like the boxes were a little bit bigger so the stickers could hold in it properly without me having to trim them down, but it's not, and I'm just going to use what I've got. So with all of that being said, I'm only going to fill in 2 weeks, and then I'll come back and fill in the additional 3 weeks, I guess. All right, so let's get into the meat of the video. So for my groceries, I've got a budget already set. I will be doing my monthly budget, like I said, So you would see that in another video. But I've already got an amount for my groceries, but I think my grocery amount is going to go up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to set a £50 budget for my groceries. So I'm going to put 50 into that box. I've got to pay 5 weeks rent, and my rent is £106 3 pence a week. So I'm going to times that by 2. So that will be £212.06 that I'll be paying on the 25th. So £212 6 pence. School fees, that's going to be due on this date. So as you can see, I've put the stickers where they're due. Some of the stickers might be in wrong places because sometimes the companies change up the dates and it's a bit annoying. So what I know for a fact, I've put the stickers on those days, and then some of the stickers are just spread across on different dates. Right, so school fees, that will be due on the Wednesday, and that's going to be £34. And then I've got another grocery sticker, and I'm also going to put 50 for that. Now we are moving on down. I've put a little first aid sign here, and this is basically for, I'm laughing because it's so funny, that's for my healthcare. So my healthcare will be £12.80. And then in this little box that says due, it's going to be my bed, and that's £75. And then moving on down to the 5th, and this is when my savings will be sent to the various accounts, and my savings will be £224.44 this month. This will be explained more in May's budget. And then we've got electricity. I'm not quite sure how much that's going to be. So I've got credit, but I don't want to put a number in because I don't want it to be wrong. But I'm going to add something in. Do you get what I mean? I don't want to physically write a number and then having to... Actually, let's lead with a number because then that will make it easier. So I'm going to put 50 for the electricity. So I'm going to get my calculator out. I'm going to put her just right here. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to add up how much I'm going to need for this particular 2 weeks, okay? So I've got 50 for the groceries, 212.06 for the rent, 34 for school, and 50 for groceries again. So that's going to be £346 6 pence. So for these 2 weeks, what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn my book sideways like this. Hope it's in the frame. And I'm going to put in a different color. I want a color that pops a bit. So I'm going to go in with the blue. And these are erasable pens. So if the electricity is less, I'll just change it and then we'll just work that way. So I'm going to put 346.06. Right, so that's what I'm going to need for the first week. I usually transfer all of the billing account money at once, but because of how my finances are for May, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be using cash, but it's not real cash. I'm going to be using my visual cash for these 2 weeks so I could see what's what and then deduct it. So just bear with me and I'll just go and get the cash. Another thing I forgot to put was my petrol. So let me just get a sticker for the petrol and put that on. Put the petrol. I will be getting petrol on either of these days as well. So I'm going to need to correct that amount, and I'm going to be putting £50 for petrol. 50. So I've got to add 346.06 plus 50. So that's 396.06. So I just need to change the 4 to a 9. Alright, I've amended that. I've brought back up my binders that I used to use. These are all the bills. These are my savings one. And then I've got my specimen cash. If you're following along, you're following along. Basically, I'm a visual learner. I've also got a credit card here that I'm going to just put right there. I am a visual learner. I've got some coins. So I'm doing this way to create a habit. Remember last year I started a little series where I was doing that before I was hospitalized, and unfortunately I just kind of I don't want to say I fell off. I just never built back up that momentum, but I'm revisiting it and I'm going to see how I get on with it. So I'm doing cash envelopes, but I'm not using real cash, and I'll go more into that as time progresses, and I'll explain what I'll be doing. All right. As I always say, the joy about budgeting is finding what works for you and running with it. All right, I've got my money set up. So we've got my little bank here, and I've got my little coins in case I need them, because you guys know I'm not a coin person. And I've got my little credit card here. Okay, so let's pop my credit card in that little bit. What I'm going to start doing now, I'm going to start stuffing my envelopes. Okay, so because I've got just one thing for the savings envelope, I'm going to pop it open. I'll be putting 224 into it. I'm going to use this envelope, and I'm going to use this to stash it as a bank. And then as I pay the 3 different saving pots, I'll take it from here and split it amongst the 3 that's at the front here. All right, I hope that you're following. So we've got to take out £224, 44 pence. So I'm going to go in with my 20s, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40. Let me just put the money flat, because I feel like this is a bit too much at the moment. I don't know. All right, that's a bit better. So you could see the currency is better. So let me just count this back over. We've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200, and we need 24. Let's go in with some 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, and then we've got some coins here. Oops. We need £4. Do they not have £1 in this collection? No, we've got 10p's. Okay, so this is 20 pence and we need 4. They don't have 1p's either. So we're just going to put 25p. And because they've not got any £1, we're going to just put a 5, it's 44 pence in it. So 20 and 20, 40, and then we put 45. Okay, so let's just check that again. Oh wow. Okay, let's go through it quickly. $20, $40, $60, $80, $100, $20, $40, $50, $60, $70, $80, $90, $200, $5, $10, $15, $20, $25, and then we've got the 45p. Okay, so that's going to go into savings, and I'm putting it into the little back bit here. And once this money has been deposited, this amount in here goes back into the bank. All right, so that's done for the savings. Now we've got the bills. I don't think I'm going to have enough, but let's see. Let's do the smaller categories first. Rent. I don't think I've got 200 here. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 30, 40. Okay, for the rent, because of the amount, that's going to go on the credit card, okay? It's going to go on the credit card for the rent. We're going to take out the petrol and groceries. So, let me try and get this money sorted. Petrol's 50, 20, 40, 50. And I'm using my busted envelopes that I've still not replaced because I don't have a laminator anymore. It broke. But anyway, we move. Right? 50 for petrol. Then groceries, we need 50, 20, 20, 40, 50. And then we've got school fees, which is 34. $10, $20, $25, $30, $35. It's 34, but we don't have 1p, so not 1p, we don't have £1. So we're just rounding it up. So school fees is 35. Then we've got groceries again, which is 50. I don't know why I didn't do that as one. 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So we've got 100 in the envelope in total. And then healthcare is $12.80. So we're just going to put £10. I don't think I've got a healthcare envelope in here, so I'm just going to put it in the miscellaneous one. That's fine. It doesn't need to be perfect. Okay. We've done that. So that's everything stuffed, okay? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 5 envelope stuff for these 2 weeks. So once I come to check in, I will unstuff it. Whatever we've got left over goes in the actual back to bank envelope, and then we'll decide what we're going to be doing with that when we come on this week followed by the other 2 weeks, okay? And it's going to just repeat itself. I know it sounds confusing as heck, but just picture this is real cash and I'm just stuffing 2 weeks worth of money into my binders because I'm doing this budget bi-weekly. I'm a monthly budgeter, but I'm breaking up my paydays into weekly / bi-weekly interims. So then that would sort of curb my overspending and help me to realize how much money I could save for one and how to stop overspending for two. So that's it, guys. If you like this video, do give it a thumbs up. I know once again it sounds a bit cumbersome and it's like, oh, I'm not really following, but it's just like a cash envelope system, except we are not going to be using the actual cash. And I did say that the rent was going to get paid with the credit card. So the credit card is going to go into the rent bit. So we know we're going to be paying the rent with the credit card, and then the physical cash will follow. All right, I hope that makes sense, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And until next time, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.